Welcome into Wideside Sports. Randy Fraley sitting alongside Seth Go-Go Johnson.
Go Johnson.
I don't know. I didn't know what to come up with on that.
I feel like that
sounded
you know,
good.
like those old timey like baseball nicknames.
Well, you're wearing a Cleveland shirt.
Yeah,
That's kind of why that came in.
Yeah. Pop Can Johnson.
You're wearing a Guardians shirt.
Yeah.
Still just
a
come
terrible
on.
name.
Guardians.
Come up with something better.
We did have a pre-talk here. Seth agrees with me. Batman's worst movie ever fucking made. Now, moving on into the NFL. We'll
it was all right. It was all right.
It's okay.
I liked it.
It's
I liked
okay.
it. I mean, I'll watch it. Probably I'll watch it again when it comes to HBO Max. That's the one thing that pissed me off. I watched it Monday, and then Tuesday I saw on Twitter that's getting released to HBO Max in like April 15th.
Oh.
I'm like, God damn it.
That's all right.
I just waited.
Well, it's one of those, cut an hour out of it. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's too long.
Yeah.
There's too many
moving parts.
Well, not even that. There's too many cell phone moments. There's too many moments where I can check Twitter and not miss anything.
Yeah.
And that's not the way
you like your movies.
It's not the way anybody likes content.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just it's motorcycle season. They just run it by. Fucking losers.
Fucking assholes.
Motorcycles and trains. Apparently that's what's happening today. Not the good kind of trains either.
No.
The choo-choo trains. Sure, everybody picked up on that one.
You know what? You know what is a movie that I think you would like? One, because it starts off hot and it finishes hot. The Adam Project on Netflix. Ryan Reynolds' new one that came out.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's really, really good.
I haven't watched it. I
mean, it's only an hour 45. It's a very fast moving movie. That was one of the things like it 25 minutes in and instantly happening, like it's starting to go. And I'm like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
I don't get this giant ass long backstory and everything. It's just taking off. And I'm like, okay, I like it.
I was, this makes sense because we've talked about this before on me with TV shows. If you're doing a backstory on somebody, I'm out. Like, I don't care. You're not a real person.
Yeah.
I don't need your back. I don't need.
Yeah.
Well, when I was 8 years old. Well, yeah, but you work at a record shop now and you're 30. So I don't give a fuck what you're doing when you're 8. And that's not even a real show, but you get it.
Yeah.
And I told you, well, this is probably a couple months ago or whatever, or a month or so ago. I started seeing some of the Mr. Beast videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, guy's got like 90 million subscribers or whatever. Well, he was on Rogan.
Okay.
And I watched some clips or whatever. And he's talking about how he makes videos. And it spends like $5 million making a video for YouTube, which, I guess you're making enough money to do that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But he talked about that on how everything's like he doesn't watch movies, because he's 22 years old. He's like, I don't watch movies because they're too long. And so like they're doing stuff like that or TV shows. It's like, he goes, you show me a background story on somebody in a movie and a TV show, and I'll show you everybody looking at their phone.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Yeah.
He said that's how when they shoot their video, they'll cut it together.
Yeah.
They'll have like 10 friends. They'll put them in a room, watch the video, and then they just watch them. It says every time they pick their phone up, they cut that part out of the video. Because if it's a point where somebody can pick and look at their phone, it's not good enough to keep their attention.
Yeah. No, it's a good strategy. I think it's weird how we grew up. Like we sat through the commercial. You know what I mean? It's just it's a different time to where, when there was a commercial when I was a kid or you were a kid, it was like, all right, it's got to sit here now. There's a commercial. I look at my phone or anything like that, and just it's back on. It's a weird thing to think about. Like, my child is very young. He may not have to watch commercials. You know what I mean? Unless
100% will.
Probably, but I'm saying,
well, that's where all the money's at. So,
but you won't sit through a TV. You can pay for no ads.
Yeah.
Like if I have a live streaming, you can pay for no ads. Now there's going to be commercials in different spots, but
and I think you can on YouTube. Can you pay a premium and get ad free?
You might be able to
on their videos or whatever. I don't know if that's a thing. But I feel like at some point in time, people are going to be like, "Hey, Google, I'll pay you this much money a year for me not to see an ad." say like on Facebook, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They'll charge you a premium and you don't see any of that.
You know what? The funny thing is, it doesn't bother me if I do see an ad. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm just like, okay, I'll wait.
Well, it's more on video content of the, I got to wait 15
it's like,
seconds.
I mean, it's why TikToks and Vine was so awesome, because it was like, boom, the content's there, and I just keep swiping if I don't like it,
Yeah. But it's, it's one of those things of like that, listening to him talk of just how he puts stuff together of like.
Yeah. He spent $5 million on a video. It better be good.
Yeah. Well, basically every video he puts out now does over 50 million views.
Wow.
His Squid Game one had more views than the actual fucking show.
That's crazy.
Has more views than Netflix has subscribers.
Wow.
It has like 246 million views.
Wow.
I'm like, all right.
Okay.
So that guy says something about it. I'm gonna listen.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like you watch the way he shoots his videos. It's like, then I've heard him talk in a podcast now of how he thinks about it and how he does it. And then you watch the video and I'm like, well, yeah, because there's really not a spot in these videos where you can
cut out. I have to pay attention.
On to the next, on to the next, on to the next.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of sense.
And it should. I mean, guy's, the biggest YouTuber in the world for the most part now. I mean,
making a lot of money.
Actually, no, he gives it all away.
Oh, really?
Pretty much.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he talked about that of like how much money he makes to give away.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's points in videos where he has to borrow money.
Oh, wow.
Because, like he hadn't gotten paid from the last one. And they run that razor thin of like, hey, if we made $50 million this year, we spent $49 million on content.
Yeah.
Hey,
what
he wants to do.
Whatever, man.
I mean,
Good
put a little back for a rainy day. I mean,
yeah.
But,
yeah,
for sure it's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Definitely interesting. Just like these last 2 weeks. Really. Since we talked last
fucking 36 hours has been.
I absolutely just love free agency. I mean, I really do. The anticipation, even if your team doesn't have any money, it's the anticipation of the players that are going to different spots.
Yeah,
and that's what I just love about it. It's like it's almost like you're playing Madden, and it's like, okay, I want this guy to, you know what I mean? You want to build your best team ever, but it's like, I want my guys to go here or there, and then you're just waiting for it, and then when it happens, you're like, oh my god, that much money, or it only took that much money for him to come here, and it's, I don't know, I love free agency, love the trades, I love all of it. It's been a great week and a half.
I forgot the guy's name because I didn't write anything down. Going no notes today.
Yeah,
got nothing, so I'll have nobody's names. But a guy from Dallas basically tells Jerry Jones to fuck himself.
Yeah, Gregory. Yeah, Randy Gregory tells him nope.
And, people were shitting all over him of like, because he's been in trouble, which is fine.
Yeah.
And to write something in of, if you get in trouble, we're going to void you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it, that wasn't the contract that was agreed upon, you slip that in at the last second.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, no, sorry.
That's fine. But people are going, well, if you get in trouble, they should be able to void you. I go, no. In the contract, the way it read, if he got flagged for a late hit and fined $15,000, they could void all his guaranteed money.
Yeah, it wasn't
like that. Wasn't if you
it wasn't
you
game
get caught
suspensions.
doing fucking meth off the crack of a whore. How about that?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it was that. It was a penalty.
Yeah,
and
went out and celebrated. In a fucking Super Bowl with no uniform on.
Yeah, no more money.
No more money.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's weird to have. It's weird for Dallas to have that in there because they were the most penalized team in the league last year, and it wasn't all him because he only played fucking 12 games, so it wasn't it wasn't all him. But the fact that this free agency, and I know in the past we've had people duck contracts, and we've had 4 people already.
Yeah,
in this free agency to, we hear that they come to terms and agreement, but then they back out when it comes to sign. But they never specify a lot of the time why they backed out. Like the Zendarius Smith yesterday agreed to terms with the Ravens. Comes out today, says nope, he's not signing it. He's back to being a free agent.
Yeah.
What was the hindrance? You know what I mean? I would love to know.
What did you hear?
Yeah. Somebody else
Which one of your
more
buddies
money?
is going to a place that also made you an offer?
Yes.
That's where now you're granted you're going to get some contract stuff, but if you for the most part, they're not going to try to sneak something in on you or whatever. To me, it's always like, hey, which one of your buddies said that they were going somewhere there? You're like, well, they would like me too. And I go over here. That's where I think about it.
The issue, not an issue. Every pass rusher that's been signed after Von Miller's ridiculous contract should be upset.
Yeah. No.
I mean,
we didn't get any money.
He's guaranteed a lot of that money. And he has an injury contract too that's guaranteed.
Yeah, but per year it's nothing.
Year, no, it's nothing. It's nothing better than what anybody else got, but
it's less than everybody
else got. There's a lot
got.
more guarantees in there. Like
it's only 43 on the guarantee. 53 is a secondary guarantee.
Yeah, it's a secondary. Yes.
Is
I mean, of the and the Gregory thing with Denver, I think they covered their ass pretty well. I mean, it was a $70 million contract for 5 years, and only 28 guaranteed. You covered your ass there in case he fucks up, because he misses at least 2-3 games a year.
Yeah.
And I understand that one, but Chandler Jones, is it strategizing that he only took a 3-year deal?
Probably.
Like, if I don't like it this year, I'm gone. Kind of, you know what I mean? And I got that part. I honestly saw him taking a longer contract with a better team.
I think that was the best deal that he got. And, hey, I'm able to get out from under this after a year or so, or at least be tradable. Mm-hmm. If all of a sudden, because the way you guys keep talking about Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Like, if we don't have a quarterback, I'm not fucking staying here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because you keep talking about that shit like they're just out there.
Yeah.
You can't get their quarterbacks don't exist.
No. But it's I would like to know, like we were texting last week, there was, Broncos beat writers saying that they were going to make an offer for Jones. Okay. Did he turn that down, or they like Gregory better? You know what I mean? Like, that's the part that I wish people would talk about.
Yeah.
What would, if Jones was offered a contract by another team, any other team, what made the Raiders one say, yeah, okay, this one makes more sense? Was it the years? Was it the, my contract is still tradable after 1 year, I can be cut and it's okay? Like, I would like to know that stuff.
I'm going to guess the monies for people like him are very similar. Like, anywhere, they're going to be in that same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's going to get the same contract anywhere.
Yeah.
My guess is what's on the other side.
Okay.
Like, he knew Von Miller wasn't coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to Denver.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting double teamed in Vegas because they're double teaming the other side.
Guy, yeah, the other guy's good enough to.
Yeah. Well,
and
the other guy's better.
Yeah, I mean, and then in Vegas, he's going to be just playing like defensive end, like when he started playing with New England. Like, they're not going to put him as an outside linebacker. I mean, he's going to be full rush.
Yep.
The entire time, because they play that 4-3. So that might have been, hey, I don't want to be in fucking coverage. I just want to do what I do best and rush the passer, which that could have been something else. I mean,
I'm sure that is.
If he goes
to
Denver, I mean, Gregory's more of a defensive end, not necessarily an outside linebacker, but in that scheme, he's probably going to be standing up, being an outside linebacker. Yeah. That whatever it is, it's and I don't know. I wish they would interview somebody like, well, what made you come here? And I would like them to be kind of like how they break down, like Peyton will break down film.
Yeah.
Be honest. What did you see about this? And don't tell me the fucking stuff I want to hear. Like, oh, it's a great organization. No, it's not. It's not a great organization. It's fucking Raiders. What made you want to come here? Oh, I only get the pass rush. That's all I needed.
That's fine.
Tell me what you want.
You'll hear that every once in a while, and it's usually from the interior guys of like, well, I don't fit that.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what they do. That's not my game.
Mm-hmm.
And for me in year 8, to try to switch that, like, that shit ain't happening.
Yeah.
So
I find that stuff interesting. Of I mean, fucking Chandler Jones. It seems like everybody wants a guy like him or him. What was the factor that made you go to Vegas?
What I never understood was the whole Arizona thing of why you wouldn't pay him.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Because you don't have anybody else.
They didn't have a choice this year. Like, once they paid T.J. Watt the money that Chandler Jones wanted.
Pretty much.
And T.J. Watt doesn't deserve that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, J.J.
Yeah.
T.J. does deserve that money.
Does.
J.J. no longer does. Of like, you got that money that Chandler wanted.
Yeah.
And like, you're hurt every year.
Yeah.
Like, he will not play a full season this year. He'll miss 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have 8 sacks.
Yeah, and I don't know.
1 deflection and maybe a fumble recovery.
Yeah.
I
don't know if the Cardinals thought, hey, they'll take a discount, but it's like, no, he's still only like 31.
No, he was pretty pissed off when you did. Like, you turned him down and then signed a guy. You signed a name.
Yeah,
you didn't sign a player.
No.
You signed a name because J.J. Watt makes no difference to that football team anymore.
No, they made it to the playoffs without him.
Yeah, well, and they get to the playoffs and they're like, JJ's back. It's going to be a difference.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Nope, it wasn't.
It's just not.
Because he's not the same guy. He's
a
beat
third
up.
down guy now.
He's a beat up guy now. It just happens. It's not his fault. Just the way it goes playing that position.
Time.
Yeah, he's fantastic. His whole career. He's winding down now.
Yeah. Cashed his check. He's cashing checks. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. I think you saw some overpaying, but you didn't see quite as much this year like you had in the past. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't see like the only ridiculous contract that comes to mind.
Jacksonville.
Christian,
17 mil.
Christian Kirk is not the 3rd highest paid receiver in the NFL. Should not be.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. I mean, that's the most ridiculous one I can think of.
He's making this year what Devontae Adams made last year.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, hey.
Yeah.
But you got to pay a fine.
Yes. Yeah.
You're Jacksonville. I mean, you get a $14 million guy, you got to pay him 17. That's just, if you want him coming down there, that's what you got to do.
No, and I get that part. You got to spend some money to get guys to want to come down there, but it's interesting what they've done and what a lot of other people have done. I think the Steelers have had the most quiet and best free agency so far.
Yeah.
They've hit almost every one of they've done Steelers shit. They've just gotten their needs. Nothing really splashy. I did not see Trubisky going to Pittsburgh. Did not see that one.
I didn't understand why everybody's so excited about it.
I just think because it's like, oh my God, Mason Rudolph may not be the starter.
I get that.
You know
but people going like, he's the guy we wanted.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Probably
Mariota or somebody would have been just fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if it's just because it's like, hey, he's still young. He only played 2 seasons. Legitimately played 2 seasons for a guy who didn't like him after year 1. And
bad offense for him.
Yeah, bad offense for him. No offensive line. Now the Steelers have done good in the free agency to get more offensive line. Not necessarily better, but more of them. And it's just like, all right, maybe. But you haven't got anything like Juju. You haven't re-signed him. Are you going to get a receiver? I mean, it's...
Yeah. Well, the thing with that, too, of like, it's the same offense they run in Pittsburgh as they ran in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's the same offense. Of like, it's really not designed for him. He's more of a mobile kind of guy. But, whatever. Anything's better than Ben.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Can he throw it more than 4 yards?
And I think Rudolph has gotten his opportunity and he's won. But it's fucking ugly. It's really ugly when he has won,
Well, they just back to the Steelers. Play defense, run the fucking ball.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to throw it 15 times. Need you to get 12 of them, and 3 of them are going to be like, gotta have it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Been really upset.
With your team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have been too.
Done nothing. I mean, they've signed a lot of their own guys. They're almost out of
money.
They're out of money.
Yeah. They signed
2 people.
They signed the tight end today. Hayden Hurst or whatever.
Hurst.
Yeah. I mean, you had to replace Uzama somewhere.
Yeah. And they weren't kind of weird Uzama choosing Jets. I thought he could have got better than that, but is what it is.
It's a good pickup for the Jets because it's a very reliable person.
Oh yeah, I understand it for them.
No, yeah.
I'm saying Uzama.
Yeah.
You could have probably got similar money from somewhere else, I thought.
That was more competitive.
Yeah. But everybody, on the Cincinnati stuff, everybody, as soon as he did that, please don't blow that in my face this time. Like last time, like you just went,
sorry,
right at me.
I didn't mean to.
Hey, man, stop blowing me.
Sorry. So sexy.
But everybody took it as soon as he signed with the Jets of like, oh, Gronk's coming. I was like,
no.
Did you all forget that Brady's coming back?
Exactly.
He's not playing anywhere else.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you think that's happening?
Yeah,
But, they signed 2 guards.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the guards they might make play center.
Kappa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But the center wasn't even that bad.
No.
Like, he might have been one of your better linemen.
The assumption is they're going to move him to center. So and I understand the interior of the line. Like, you can get away with having bad tackle. Like, you can get away with Prince.
Yeah.
If your center's okay. Because he can...
Slide protection.
Prince can shove around, all he's got to do is get one finger on the guy, which is tough sometimes.
For him, yes, it is.
But if he knocks him a half a step off, Burrow could take one step up and your edge rushers can't get there. It's the problem when you can't step up. That's the issue.
And the one thing, and I know it's sensing and nobody knows what the fucking they think. The only thing that makes sense to me is you're still waiting on Armstead. You're still waiting on, if you're wanting to spend money, they're not, because they're not getting Armstead. They can't afford him anymore. They see somebody in the draft that's going to fall to them or that's going to be available when they draft him. And that's perfectly fine. 100%. They're going to. They have to. I mean, you didn't address tackle in free agency. You got to address it in the draft. I mean, that's there's great. A lot of them. Yeah, so. And there's a ton of. It's a very, very heavy draft for them, but it's just interesting. I thought they would do a little bit more, and I'm really happy they did. They got Bates back and all those guys that they needed to get back. I thought Uzama would come back. I really did. I thought with them tagging Bates and not working some deal with him, that meant that, hey, we're going to keep this money right here because we're going to ball out here. Yeah. Of like, I mean, you kind of did nothing. And they're not a team that restructures. No. So when they're out of money, they're out of money. Yeah. Like it's over. The one thing that is funny with when they signed Hayden Hurst today, Hayden Hurst had more touchdown catches last year than Kyle Pitts. Yeah. Kyle Pitts didn't have any. He had one. Yeah. And it was in England. Late. It was in England. It wasn't even on U.S. soil. Yeah. He didn't catch a touchdown in America last year. Crazy. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the right tackle and a cornerback was pretty important. I thought that should have been there. Now, there's still... Oh, yeah. I mean, there's still a shit ton of guys. It is wild how we're... Usually right now, it's like, you're playing cleanup, but there's still a ton of names out there. I think a lot of that was because what Jacksonville did. Mm-hmm. They overpaid so many people that everybody's like, whoa. Yeah. That's what you get for Jacksonville. Yeah, like, we're that not ain't what you're... That. That ain't... Yeah. That's not it. No. And that's what I mean. Usually you see a bunch of bad teams start overpaying for people, and it's really just been them. And I really only thought the Christian Kirk one was overly done. Yeah. Everybody else was kind of reasonable that they signed. And I understand the Bengals with the draft wise because they're very successful in the draft. Hitting the draft. I mean, they have been for the last 15 years. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it's just one of those ones of like, I feel better with the tackle. Yeah, because the Patriots Collins got released today from Dallas. Yeah, and the Patriots released another one. They did? Yeah, I thought they just traded Shaq Mason. No, they released their tackle. Oh, really? Because the Bengals got their guard, and they also released their tackle. Can't remember his name. It's something, though. He's got one. He's got a name? Yep. But those are guys that aren't, like, you're not going to sign a $20 million a year tackle. No. They're just not going to do it. And plus, it sounds like Deshaun Watson might end up with the Saints. So he's probably going to stay there. Yeah, probably. Because the Saints went from $80 million over. $30 million under. Under. Yeah. It's a $120 million turnaround. Yeah. Tell me the salary cap matters? Mm-hmm. It does if you're the Bengals or if you're the fucking Colts for some reason. Yeah. They haven't done nothing. Shit. Which you can't. You don't have a quarterback. Yeah. Who's going to go there? Who wants to go there? This is going to be because I got to assume Ballard's getting fired after this year. I don't like all of them are cleaning house. Got to be cleaning house. Build like he has built a fucking team. Mm-hmm. But no quarterback. But you chose Phillip Rivers over Tom Brady when Tom Brady said he wanted to go there. Matthew Stafford was wanting to go there. So the fact he's looking at houses and you didn't go all in to get him. No, you traded for Wentz. And you got Carson Wentz and gave away a first-round pick for him. Yeah. Of like, you can't keep all this money, pay your guys, have a defense like that, a running back like that, an offensive line like that, and never address having a quarterback or anybody to throw to. Yeah. Amari Cooper traded for a second-round fucking pick. Yeah. Or a fifth-round pick. Yeah.
You didn't think you needed a receiver?
No, you didn't think you got on that sweepstake there?
Yeah.
I tell you, one of the craziest things at this point in time in free agency, and I know I've already said it a bunch, I just scrolled through. Once you get of the top, whatever they are, the top 100 that are left, once you hit 80,
yeah,
that's when you start to see backups. 81 to 80 were starters.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, that's wild. Usually you start, and some of them are names that you see. It's just weird to me that you're already here. Usually it's like everybody's fucking gone by now, or at least come to terms, not necessarily signed yet, and you still have all these fucking people available.
Breaking news. Cornerback Eli Apple is returning to Cincinnati on a 1-year, $4 million deal.
Hey, there you go. You got your corner.
Well, the funny thing, obviously, I got this up on Twitter, and Chad Johnson, Ocho, it's like, fuck yeah, let's go. Like,
Chad.
Hey, Chad.
I'm sure receivers thinking that.
Yeah, let's go to the end zone.
Yeah.
So that basically, now I know they had a cornerback hurt last year, but
1 year.
I mean, when you give him $4 million, that means you weren't signing anybody else.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Oh, the Eagles released Fletcher Cox.
Yeah.
15 minutes ago.
That was actually an hour ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
All right,
I seen that before I even came over here.
The crazy part about it, free agency, is you're seeing a lot of these 1 year, 2 year contracts by people. One, because they just want to see what the money is, in these next couple of years, or how your team is. The 1 year, $4 million deal, that just gets you by until you can, get more money in your cap next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hey, we went to the Super Bowl with this guy last year.
Yeah.
He's playable. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's what the Bengals have done a lot of they've signed a lot of 1 year deals.
Well, yeah. They had Drake Kirkpatrick as their cornerback for how many years and more successful. So this guy's there.
Well, here's one for you. And just thinking about this, you picked up 2 guards. There's one guy that got cut that's pretty good.
At the center position?
J.C. Treader?
Yeah, one of the best.
Get him for fucking nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now you have a center and 2 guards. All right. Pick a guy up in the fucking draft.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. So let's move on to another team in that division that you're talking about that has almost literally just dropped a bomb in their entire organization over the past 24 hours.
Welcome back.
Yeah. All of the progress that you made in the last 3 years is now gone.
Yeah.
You are back to shit. Cleveland, you
Not
are
just
shit.
Shit show.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You are an absolute fucking mess of an organization. I thought Andrew Berry was the answer for those guys. I thought John Dorsey was a nice starting piece. Picked the wrong head coach, gets fired. Understandable. Barry comes in there, starts making moves too, does a really good job, gets the right coach. Now, all of a sudden, you're shit in the bed, buddy.
Yep.
You cut your locker room in Jarvis Landry.
Yep.
You cut your locker room. And I don't like that one at all.
But it
had to happen.
Didn't have a choice. Had to do it.
Yep.
Because Jarvis basically, he's like,
well, they pissed him off.
I want to stay here. Ball's in your court, though. But that was kind of like a, hey, go fuck yourself, cut me.
Pretty much. But they didn't have, but obviously they had done something to ruin that relationship.
Yeah, the Odell thing.
Yes. And
the way they handled that, because everybody always likes to blame Odell, and you hear nothing except this guy's a great teammate that just wants to fucking win.
Yeah.
And
he just wants to contribute.
Just shit all over the fucking, it's his fucking fault. He's so pissed off. It's like, he hadn't said a word.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but so you cut Landry, you trade for Cooper. Okay, not bad. You cut the core of your offensive line. I would say at least top 3 offensive line in the league.
Yeah.
Fantastic offensive line. Young, pretty much all signed, except for this guy, obviously, they cut him. You have 2 pretty good running backs. Baker made it to the playoffs.
And won.
Over a division rivalry by more than 20 points. All right? You have a defense that is young. It needs some pieces, but it's young. You can manage. You fucked over your quarterback situation where you cannot get anybody else to come there now.
No.
If Baker Mayfield wants out, you don't have a quarterback. You're getting Jimmy Garoppolo or somebody else. You're getting Jameis Winston.
Yeah. They're hoping for Jimmy.
Yeah. But, I mean, they already said they're denying his trade request. He'll sit.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't. He can't hold out because
yes.
The NFL has made it impossible to hold out because you get fined more than you get. I mean, but hey, what did it say? We want a quarterback we want an adult.
Yeah, that's the report that came out.
You're a child. We want an adult. Okay, we're gonna go look at better quarterback options. Okay, gonna look at Deshaun Watson. Okay, well, can you just trade me?
Yeah.
Didn't get Deshaun Watson. We're not trading you. I'm like,
yeah, you're our second choice,
what the
buddy.
fuck are you guys doing? You were never getting Deshaun Watson.
Never.
The fact that you did not realize that you being in the AFC meant that was never going to fucking happen.
Yeah. Why would he want to?
Never going to happen.
It's fucking loaded, and it's gotten more loaded over the past week and a half.
They're never going to trade a top 5 quarterback in the same fucking conference.
No.
What if we have to play you?
Yeah. And the fact of the matter is he was always going to the NFC, always. You're not competing with the Saints, who have better weapons for him.
Yeah, and he has a no trade.
Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas are way better than what they do. Now, it's not Sean Payton, so I understand there's a little bit of hesitancy there.
Yep.
But still, it's a better organization to a core
that are trying to win.
That are trying to win than what the Browns are doing. I don't know what they thought was going to good come out of this.
The fact that, I mean, they got the meeting, okay. That means basically all that meant is you offered up enough stuff that for them to say, yeah, you can talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the AFC.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I don't understand.
If I'm the Colts, I'm making an offer for Baker Mayfield.
Absolutely. That kind of the front runner for it.
That's the only thing that makes sense. He wants out. You need a quarterback. He can win. You have a
hand the ball
off. Throw it. Don't throw it to the other team.
You don't have anybody to throw to anyway. So the fucking, I mean,
they signed. The only move they made offensively was they signed Evan Ingram, and they said he's probably going to play slot. So you don't have a tight end.
Yeah,
it's a dumpster fire of an organization.
Yeah, right back down to where they belong.
And they were so on the up and coming. So much on the up and coming.
Just can't get out of your own way.
No, man.
Even after they won that playoff game, it wasn't like people out on Baker Mayfield after this year. After they got knocked out of the playoffs by the Chiefs, they're like, I don't think we got a team. We need a quarterback. Baker's not our guy. It's like, you fucking Browns fans.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're good.
Yeah, exactly. You're still the fucking Browns.
Yeah.
You're still the Browns. You've had one winning season in however many fucking years, and you got too fucking greedy.
I'm bitching about what the Bengals did, and they made the fucking Super Bowl. But I'm realistically to tell you, there's a better than average chance the Bengals don't even make the fucking playoffs next year. Because the AFC is a fucking nightmare.
Oh, my God, is it a nightmare?
And if you don't win your division,
good luck.
You ain't getting in.
Good luck, man.
Because it seems like the AFC West is getting in the playoffs.
It seems like there's going to be
so
everybody.
If you don't win your division,
wouldn't that
luck.
be some shit? If all those were the three. I get it. It's
Denver won't, but
probably not. I saw a meme the other day. It was a bunch of Broncos fans, and it said Broncos fans cheering to get third in the West instead of fourth. I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
And we all know Russell's going to choke. He can't.
Yeah, he doesn't play well in the back. He doesn't play well in the back half of the season.
Yeah, the first 6 games is going to be fantastic.
It's going to be great. We go 6-0 and then end up fucking 7-9.
Yeah. What did he say after what's his new thing? Giddy up?
I don't know.
Something like that. It's pony up.
That's he's not wanting money. Pony up.
No. It's something like that. Giddy up.
Is it?
Did he say giddy? It was at the end of it where he used to say "Go Hawks." He said something, and it was like, all right.
It's awesome that we have Russell Wilson. It is. It really is. But the fucking corny ass shit that comes with him.
Welcome.
It's just very, very.
It's too fucking much.
It is. It's way too much.
It's not real.
No.
It just, there's no way that's fucking, and nope, that's who he is all the time. Well, then he's a fake human.
He has to be exhausted from all the positivity that's coming out of him.
Well, it was even the one that came up when he was in Denver, and it was like the visit, like a children's hospital or whatever. It's like, hey, he just popped in for a visit. It's like,
with all the cameras?
With all the cameras and a screen with the logos on it for him to get a picture in front of? That seems like a pop in.
There's nothing wrong with bringing in a camera to do what you do. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but don't make it seem like you didn't want him there.
Yeah. I'm all for it. Get whatever content you want to get your content.
And it's nice what you're doing.
That's great.
But don't pretend like, just doing it for the kids. Like, I don't think you were.
It feels like you did it for the cameras.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure somewhere in your heart you did it for the kids, but
I'm sure he's an okay person. He's just toxic.
It's not. It's a very fake positivity.
Yeah. Like it's the prime. I don't even know if I should make that joke.
Okay.
It's not even. It'd be one of those ones of like you're going to be really shocked when some domestic abuse thing comes out about Russell Wilson. Because and domestic not meaning his wife, and getting in a fight with his fucking brother-in-law, or or like him, her child's dad, whatever the rapper. The two of them do not get along. Like of like Russell Wilson punched whatever the guy's of like like waiting on that to happen to see of like okay,
all this blew up. Yeah, I mean. It's that I was like I watched bits and pieces of the press conference and I'm like, just you had a chance to like.
I've already watched every one of their games from last year 3 times.
Oh my god, that was like the most douchiest thing I've ever heard.
You mean you watched film? You're a professional fucking quarterback.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
I hope so. Yeah. Oh man, it's.
Oh, you watch film on the team that you're playing for that has none of the same coaching staff or offense.
Yeah.
Seems like you're wasting time.
Yeah. Seems like you're just looking at, like, you should have been looking at film to watch what you're throwing the ball to, not necessarily what they're doing. It's just not the same staff.
Yeah.
You should have been watching some Packers games, if anything.
Kind of.
That would make more sense.
Tell you a little bit.
That stuff bugs me, and it's annoying. It just, it's better.
When you go on your 3-game losing skid, it's going to get bad.
I mean, I just went on a 6-game losing skid last year.
You're going to lose 3 games in a row, and he's going to, because it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
I spent $1 million on my body this last year to get ready to play in this, and this was high altitude. I'll have more red blood cells, so I'll be able to play better, and, giddy up. Or pony up.
Yeah.
Piggyback.
Something douchey.
Is it? It's something weird, because when I heard it, I'm like, I need to make
a comment.
I need to make something for Seth.
Yeah.
Kind of like you sending me that fucking shirt picture of, you should have just bought it.
I should have. I just wore it. I should have. I fucked up. As soon as I texted you the picture, I was like, damn it. I should have just bought it and showed up with it.
You got probably just the least amount of the response that I was going to send of like, because, like the main stuff I'm not going to put down in text form, just in case you lose your phone or something like that. I'd be like, hey, what the fuck?
This guy's ruthless.
I just asked. I usually use toilet paper.
Yeah. Oh, man.
What is it? Rocky Mountain Rust?
That was what the shirt said. Yeah. There's another one that said, in Rust, we trust.
The bad thing is, like, his Twitter handle, like, Danger Rust.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Uh-huh.
I mean.
Yeah. No, he's got good little, like, catchy, douchey shit.
I'm sure his team that comes up for it does that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I just love, like, pretty much everybody in Seattle just shit all over him.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, he basically, they're going to blame us for trading him, but he pretty much told us that he's not signing another contract here.
That's the problem that I have. Okay, so John Schneider's they're interviewing him with the whole, they didn't ask a goddamn word about fucking any of the incoming stuff that came with the trade. What about Russell Wilson? He got shit on for saying, yeah, we didn't think he was going to sign another long-term deal, so it was time to move on. That's how the NFL works.
Yeah.
He's been saying he doesn't want to be there for 2 fucking years.
Yeah, until he's still here and says, no, we're fine.
Yeah,
it wasn't me that said that. It's the people that I pay.
Uh-huh. It's like he did what his job is to get people who actually want to play here long term.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. He didn't do anything wrong. It's just the way that it is. It just happened to be blown out of proportion because everybody thinks Russ is a fucking angel.
Well, and that's the thing, too, of like, people shit on Pete Carroll of like, hey, we got a philosophy of how we want to play. And people shit all over Pete Carroll for saying that of like, well, you got a Russell Wilson, you got to throw the ball. It's like, no, for the last 3 years we have been.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work.
No.
You know what does work? Play really good defense, run the ball, timely throws. Won a Super Bowl.
And went to another one and should have won it, but Russ wanted to throw the ball. Exactly. Watch when he was at his best. When was he at his best? Had an offensive line, and he had a running game.
Yeah.
And and that's what you're going to get with him. I mean, he's going to throw. He's going to take his deep shots because he has that. That sweet little fucking bucket drop.
He can throw the long ball.
God, he has that night that it just fucking drops in that arm. It is beautiful. But
interesting in Mile High, ball travels a little further if that's going to be a problem.
but everything
he'll
else.
Spend $3 million to learn how to throw it.
Yeah, exactly. But everything else is dictated off play action. That's when he's at his best. It always has been. He's not a drop back quarterback. Watch college. That's why he got drafted as high as he did. He shouldn't have been drafted that high. I mean,
no.
In reality, he got drafted where he should have been, and he just happened to, overcome the odds or whatever.
Well, and he kind of shit all over Pete Carroll. If it's not for Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson's probably nothing in the NFL.
100%.
Because he didn't get that shot.
No.
What, 5th round draft pick, 4th round, 3rd, whatever it was.
I think 4th or 5th one, too.
You start.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll was the only one that was going to do that.
Exactly, because it's fucking Pete Carroll. I'm 70-some years old. Let's take a chance. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just don't like all that other shit that comes with him. I'm happy that he's the quarterback there because it's way better than what we fucking had in the past. But it's like, come on, man.
What is he doing for $1 million on his body? Like what?
Yeah.
Like, because I've heard a lot of NFL players go,
that's a lot of money.
And guys that are taking care of themselves going, what do you, I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
You have a chef. Okay.
That's really like,
that's great.
Food, the good food.
You hire an in-house chef plus all your food expenditures, personal trainer in your own gym, and your supplements.
I can only imagine like
hyperbaric chamber. Okay.
That's, all right. But that shouldn't be a yearly cost.
With salaries and everything, you're half 400,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like a lot of money.
I have a Sherpa that makes me bread. I only chew it and then spit it out because carbs are bad. I mean, giddy up.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his saying is.
Giddy up, Russ.
Let's ride. It might be Let's Ride.
I think it is Let's Ride. Now that you say that, that sounds about right.
Let's Ride.
He did. Yep. I do remember that. I watched that clip. It was the end of it.
Let's ride. A motorcycle?
Yeah. A horse. They're Broncos. You're not supposed to ride
Broncos.
That's kind of the deal. Oh. What a
fucking loser.
I tell you, so we talked about good organizations, this and that. There's one organization that in particular is starting to piss me off. And it's starting to become more and more apparent that it's time for some change in this particular organization because the New England Patriots, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. How do you expect to continue the success that you had with Tom Brady if you're not going to keep any of the players that you have? They had a 1,000-yard rusher who just signed with Atlanta. Damian Harris led their team in rushing touchdowns and rushing yards, and they let him go. J.C. Jackson, okay? They weren't going to pay him what fucking, San Diego paid him. But still, how do you let that guy leave? Tag his ass. Do something. You trade your offensive, you trade your guard, you trade Shaq Mason, you cut another one. You haven't re-signed any of your defense that's there. You cut Kyle Van Noy. What? I don't know what the hell you're doing if you have to constantly have this roster turnover. It's just crazy to me that's how they do things there. And it's like, well, it's just the Patriots way. At one point in time, is that not the way to do things? Because it's not like you have any draft picks. You keep trading them away.
Trent Brown. Let him walk.
Yeah.
That's the other, you 2 guards, your tackle, the best corner in the league.
Yeah, best corner in free agency at least.
Top 5 in the league. Lockdown. Actually, he's a traveling, he'll go with their number one.
Yep.
Yeah, and still don't have a wide receiver.
No.
Still don't have.
I don't know what.
But you just think.
How are you supposed to develop Mac Jones without weapons?
You can't.
No. You trade away half your offensive line. You're running, like I said, the running back that led your team in rushing and rushing touchdowns. Just signed with Atlanta.
Oh, we'll find another one at Foot Locker. They're going out of business.
Yeah.
So somebody needs a job.
I don't know how you continue to have this giant ass roster turnover. And there's nothing wrong with getting rid of aging players.
But choosing to never pay one.
Yes, that's the issue I have, because it's not because you never come in to the new league year leading the league in cap space.
No.
You never do. They're not even top 5.
No.
So
they never have any money.
No, that's what I mean. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
You have the one thing everybody's looking for is cornerbacks. You had 2 of the top 5 in the league.
And they're not on your team anymore.
And you let them both go because you didn't want to pay them what they're worth.
Yeah.
And would have even taken a haircut probably to stay.
Probably. I guarantee J.C. Jackson would have signed his tag.
Yeah. Didn't even offer it to him.
Offer it to him.
Yeah.
3 years ago, you traded the Bills for Stephon Gilmore. He should have won a Super Bowl MVP the year that Julian Edelman won his. He had 3 interceptions in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
And then you look at what is happening in your division.
Yeah. Look at the Bills. What the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Look at okay, say what you want about the Dolphins and the Jets, but they're getting pieces.
Yeah.
They're getting pieces. The Dolphins are not a bad football team. They just have no direction.
They just did a lot of shit these last couple of days.
And the Jets, I really like Robert Saleh. I think he's an actual level-headed person who's going to do good things for them. Now, he's never going to win in New York, but it's a resume builder.
They'll do something.
Yeah, but you're getting people to go there. At least you're working on building around your rookie quarterback that you drafted last year. And New England has the best rookie quarterback out of the draft last year.
Yep.
And they're doing nothing to help the guy out.
With everything that's went on, we just talked about it. How does New England make the playoffs?
I have no idea.
They're not winning the division.
No way. The Bills are fantastic.
So you're looking for one of 3 spots.
And you're not getting them.
Good luck.
Yeah, you're not getting them. This in the AFC this year, you may have to win 12 games to get the wild card.
Very possible.
You may have to, just because it's loaded. It's stupid. I don't know. I'm losing faith in the Belichick way, because I really like what the fuck he does. He's a fantastic coach, but somebody needs to tell the guy, hey, you don't know what the fuck you're doing when it comes to roster management.
Yeah, everybody he gets rid of guys at the right times. Like, also had Tom Brady for 20 fucking years.
Yep. Makes a big difference.
Let's not not act like you're everything.
Tom Brady makes people take pay cuts. Look at Mike Evans, restructured again to stay. Now, it's a very selfless player because he's got what he wants out of the league, And you know what? He's had 1,000 yards every year he's been in the league. So it's not like he hasn't produced. It's the fact that you don't have those guys anymore. Your Patriot way, like we talked about, because there's light at the end of the tunnel, we'll come here because we have a chance to go to a Super Bowl, win a division, win a Super Bowl. You have nothing now. There's no chance you make the playoffs.
You saved $5 million by cutting Kyle Van Noy. Why?
Yeah.
Guy was a staple of your defense forever. You let him go once, and then you signed him back on a discount of and you just cut him for
no reason.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You gonna replace him?
No.
Yeah, we'll find somebody, out of the OAC conference in Division III.
And I'll give it to them. They do develop players very well.
Draft worth a fuck.
No, they do not. But they develop weird players.
Yeah.
People you don't hear about. They do a fantastic job of developing those guys because they come from nothing and they teach them the right way to do things. I get that part. But at some point in time, you need a little star power.
Yeah.
Look at the people who've had success look at the people who've won Super Bowls the last 3 years, 4 years. Star power. Joe Burrow is a star.
Yeah.
You got lucky because he panned out.
Yep.
But he's a star. Jamar Chase is a fucking star. Tom Brady, star. Patrick Mahomes, star. All of those guys, you need a little help.
Yeah.
Even Josh Allen, star. Fantastic. He's in your division. You have to go against him twice.
Yeah. And you can't win.
And you can't win those because you have no secondary.
You beat him once last year in a fucked up game.
Yeah.
The 60-mile-an-hour wind. Okay.
If the Bills could run the ball, you wouldn't have beat them. Let's just say that.
Could have been 3 weeks later in the year, you wouldn't have beat them.
No.
Because they started running the ball.
That was a nice little, McDermott's like, fuck, we can't run the ball. We're starting now.
Yeah.
We're not doing this again. We're not going to lose that game again.
Yeah, and I get so sick and tired of everybody when they talk about Bill Belichick. Of, well, he trades back because he finds value in the 3rd and 4th round. It's like, you hit on Tom Brady. That's the only one.
That's it.
You haven't hit on draft picks. Like, the Patriots are probably bottom 10 in drafting.
Yeah, they're bad at it.
They're terrible at it. They never.
No.
I think it's because maybe he hears a lot of Bill Belichick's genius, man, when it comes to this stuff of like, yeah, you keep skipping pro days at Ohio State and Alabama and all this stuff to go to some Division III in Tennessee to look at a tackle.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you draft him, and then you cut him.
Yeah.
Of like, you're wasting draft picks on guys that are playing Division III level or NAIA fucking football.
Yeah.
That one in a generation of those guys hits. Maybe.
The one, and it didn't click this whole debate we're having. It didn't click that they're fucking up until I saw them go out of their way to re-sign Matthew Slater. Can you tell me who that is?
I have no idea who that is.
Exactly. My point exactly. He is a special teams guy. That's all he fucking plays.
Maybe the greatest one ever.
And I get that. He's also been in the league 12 years.
Yeah.
Been in the league a long time.
Yeah.
You went out of your way. His deal was up, and and I get it. I do get it. But you went out of your way to re-sign the 12-year vet for specialty. You don't use him in any other part of your game.
You cut your linebacker.
Yes. And that's when I was like, are you fucking serious? You don't even offer the tag to Jackson. Dante Hightower still available on free agency. He's going to suck anywhere he goes because he is only good in your defensive scheme.
Yeah.
Because you put him in the right place. There's nobody else who's going to do that with him, so his value now is gone. It's weird. Players from the Patriots who go to different teams do not do well because they don't do the same things that they do schematically.
No.
They're very built for that scheme and that scheme only. That's why you see that's why Kyle Van Noy, whatever you want, didn't work out in Detroit. Didn't really do what they wanted him to do in Miami. So he comes back to New England and is successful. It just happens that way.
I think he sees that and says, well, I can just get anybody and teach them how to do this.
Yes.
It's not always true. Now, granted, their defense is always good. But at some point in time in the NFL, you're going to have to score some points.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially now.
You're just going to have to. Kind of geared that way.
Yeah.
You don't have wow, man, I don't even know who. I can't even name a receiver that they have.
Nope. N'Keal Harry.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
Terrible.
And he's terrible.
He's terrible.
He's terrible. That was one of the draft picks.
Yeah, it was a draft pick that they were really hyped on.
Yep.
Of like, all right, well, this guy can't catch.
No, he's really bad.
Or run routes.
No, you have 2 tight ends that are pretty good.
Yeah.
Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry.
Yeah, of which you don't use.
Nope. Only in the red zone.
Paid a shit ton of money for
both of them. Yeah, I just, it bugs me. It bugs me that they're still giving praise for this guy and they just let everybody go. You don't hear anybody talk about that.
Yeah. When it gets about 3 years in a row as the Bills win that division for the next 3 straight years, and it's like just dominating fashion, they're like, yeah, I think maybe it was just Tom Brady.
Yeah. No, 100%
if he wins another Super Bowl.
Yeah. Comes back. Tom Brady's such a bad parent. He spent 2 months with his kids and came back.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, this sucks.
This life. Is this what you guys do every day?
God, you're annoying.
This ain't for me. Trying to think of anybody else that went.
Well, the Chargers just went fucking ham.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It is wild, the amount of money that they forked out.
Hey, you're all in. Hey, Justin Herbert, we're going to find out.
That's what I mean. You're all in for a incoming third year quarterback.
Which you have to be. You gotta do that before you have to pay that guy.
Yeah.
Because then you can get those other guys to push their money out so you can pay your quarterback.
The best part, what the Chargers have done so far, is they still have a first round draft pick.
Yeah.
You got Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson. You re-sign your Mike Williams guy.
Which is the worst move they made.
Yeah, you spent way too much money on that guy. Because you could have got an Allen Robinson from what the Rams got. Pretty sweet deal.
That's another one I'm like. And they have enough money, they can re-sign Beckham.
Yep. Imagine that fucking receiver room.
But I did see that of like, it's tough to imagine they're going to keep 2 receivers coming off an ACL.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we're going to go 5 wide. What the fuck?
What? Yeah, what do we do? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, the Chargers. Well, that whole division of like, as soon as Russ signed, it's like,
no,
we're going to get a bunch of people that can fucking blitz or rush the passer. The whole fucking the whole division.
Yep.
Is too deep on each. I'm like, all right.
The one thing that's very interesting, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They're not doing a whole lot.
They've been turned down by some people.
I know they have. I just want to know, like, defensively, they're bad. Like, I don't know if it's Spagnuolo. Like, he likes to all-out blitz a ton, and your secondary is not very good.
Yeah.
I find that odd.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I find that odd.
And you're not getting home.
No. Your best pass rusher is a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
If they re-sign Frank Clark, whatever. But, like, you kind of have to... I know you've set the bar, and everybody, the other 3 teams in the division are kind of trying to play catch-up now and beat you. You still kind of got to keep that bar away from them. You know what I mean? You still got to keep setting it at a different level. Patrick Mahomes is only going to do Patrick Mahomes shit for so long.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's got to come to an end.
Well, it feels like the Bills have done everything to get you now.
Yeah.
And we already know, like, Patrick Mahomes cannot beat Joe Burrow. That ain't happening. Because it's never happened.
Nope, hadn't yet.
Never happened.
Nope.
But then, it's like, oh my God, they got so many weapons.
Yeah.
And now it's like, they don't have any weapons.
No.
Like Travis Kelce's he's in a league of his own.
Yes.
He's going to get his whatever.
But if he doesn't, the other guys are not good enough to win you that football game.
Tyreek Hill runs a fucking post.
That's it.
That's what he runs.
Yeah.
They either hit him on the seam in that post, or they wait for him to chase across the field.
Yeah. They pretty much wait for that person to get outran.
Yeah. McCole Hardman, just not good enough.
No.
Like, they're one of like, you put Amari Cooper on that team. Okay.
Yeah. You put a legit receiver on that team, and you got something.
You got something.
Got something there.
And they just whiffed on. They've been in on some receivers.
Yeah.
And they just missed on them. Of like.
Yeah.
Like, they could go from. Like, I could see them finishing 3rd.
Yeah.
In their division. I
tell you what, this one just. This move.
I'm just going to say that when I say 3rd, meaning that the Broncos are finishing 4th.
Yeah, no, I get that. I can't. This upcoming season is just going to be terrible. I'm not even going to be able to talk about my
every time
team.
you lose, going fuck, we're not going to make it. It's like, dude, you're 4-1. It's like, but everybody else.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about I got to come here on a show and just I can't even talk about my own
every
fucking team.
Every time he throws a pick.
But this makes sense to me because you have been successful with the receivers that you have. If this guy can't, doing his things that he always does, you have enough guys there to still win you the games. If Julio Jones signs with the Chiefs, I think that is a legitimate good spot for Julio Jones, and it doesn't hurt the Chiefs. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, you get him for nothing.
You're going to get him for nothing, and if he doesn't play half the season,
8 games. Hey, we need you for 10.
Yeah. If he doesn't play half the season, it's like, okay, well, we still have all the same pieces that we have had the last, 4 or 5 years. We're still okay. Julio has to go to that team because he's not playing every game.
Yeah.
He can't go to a team who only has one other one.
Right.
You know what I mean? He can't be number 2. He's got to be 3 or 4, and then he can kind of build his way back up. Where you don't have to be there every snap.
Yeah.
Just be Julio Jones when we need you to be Julio Jones.
Well, and that. Talking about like with the Bengals games, the multiple times that they got into the red zone in the second halves and couldn't do a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Even at that, for like a $2 million in AJ Green.
Yes, exactly.
Of like, hey, he's 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
If you only play him in the red zone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Travis Kelce, and then there's another big guy over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's something.
Yeah. It's you don't have to start doing all your gimmick shit. when you get down in the red zone. You can just run a play.
Because basically, I think the Bengals showed you, like, hey, they got in the red zone, and we're just going to drop 8 and rush 3. And you can run around all you want, but nobody's, because you can't run past us.
Yeah.
So good luck.
And
when he doesn't have those games, both the Bengals games showed you when he doesn't have somebody to throw down there, he will fuck up massively.
100%.
Like, he just keeps running and just
goes backwards.
Lose 10 yards, lose 10. And it multiple games he's done that in of like, because I can outrun everything. And it's like, he'll make some fuck ups.
Mm-hmm. It's just interesting of how this whole thing's going to play out with how we mentioned it, but the fucking Rams signing Allen Robinson. Mother of God. That is a passing attack that's going to be very, very fucking scary.
And I hope they sign Beckham back.
Yeah, that'd be.
I really hope they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because everybody forgets, that they lost a receiver when Beckham first got there.
Yeah.
And he's really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Robert
Woods is a stud.
Yeah.
He was kind of like the glue piece.
Yeah.
Like Cooper was your top off, and then Robert Woods kind of did everything else.
Yeah.
Now you have Allen Robinson, who kind of does. He's a deep threat, but
he catches everything.
Yeah, exactly. He'll run whatever route you need him to, and he'll catch everything, and you can move him. Which is, you got 2 guys you can move now?
Do you imagine this if they don't sign back and they bring in Jarvis Landry?
Yeah, that's
I mean, just like,
yep.
I feel like the Chargers would be a place for him to go.
Landry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they already have fucking Keenan Allen, who is glue hands too.
Yeah,
and Mr. Third Down. No, I mean, I get it.
You get another route runner.
Yeah.
Because your most expensive one can't run routes.
Yeah, he
only runs 2 of them.
He is deep.
It's straight and slightly less straight.
Yeah.
So
if they, oh my God, if they would get Jarvis Landry, they should be foaming at the mouth.
Why not? The salary cap's not fucking real.
Yeah,
apparently.
Exactly.
I mean,
the one I still think fucking the writing on the wall for Jarvis Landry to go to the Bills is there.
It's got to be there.
They just cut Cole Beasley. Oh, we'll just get a better, younger Cole Beasley to fill into the slot.
Yeah.
It's
because that's one thing they really haven't addressed. I mean, they picked up a tight end, OJ Howard, but okay.
Yeah, you had a decent tight end. He got you what you needed to do, but
they haven't.
Could you? I just want, like I said last week, I want to see what the hell OJ Howard is. He's always been overshadowed by somebody else, or he got hurt the one year. He's fucking 6'6", 260 pounds. He can't be bad.
No, but they need something.
Yeah.
They haven't addressed the receiving problem yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Diggs is awesome.
Yeah. Gabriel's
Howard, okay.
Gabriel Davis is coming up.
He'll get you something.
Yeah. Need that underneath
hey, we
guy.
need this guy that runs every route, catches everything, runs reverses, can also, hey, he can throw it back to fucking Josh Allen.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all that shit. La'el Collins visiting Bengals.
I just saw something where Bengals, Patriots, Dolphins, and the Broncos are all in on the La'el Collins portion.
Yeah, he's a big one.
He is, because he played swing tackle too, so you can put him on either side.
Yeah, that's what was bothering me. I was listening to the radio on the way over here, and obviously we have March Madness going on. I mean, it's
I'm surprised you were listening to it.
Well, we get a little something in this town with the radio stations. They all take commercials at the same exact time.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I'll listen to this basketball game. And it was the Iowa game.
Oh, okay.
It was halftime.
Mm-hmm.
So they popped into the Gonzaga game.
Yeah.
12 minutes left. Gonzaga's only up by 1.
And
they peel back out of that game to bring you 5 more minutes of halftime coverage to the other game.
Oh.
Of like, I know you have like national, here's, we can only play so many minutes of this one, or we're going to, but this game is actually something, and they're actually playing right now.
Yeah.
Of
what are we doing?
Iowa Richmond halftime coverage, of which you're talking about other teams that you're also not letting someone listen to. But I didn't even fill out the bracket, man.
I know. You didn't last year either.
Didn't I?
No.
I thought I did.
Yeah, you might have.
Was it 2 years ago?
Maybe 2 years ago.
I don't know. I felt like, one, I forgot about it for the most part. And two, I have not watched 30 seconds of college basketball this year.
You know what? I probably...
Which is probably why I would have won.
Yeah, probably. I probably only watched 5 games, and I think most of them were last weekend when I was drinking beers with a buddy. And all the conference championship games were on, and that's probably the most basketball I've watched all year.
Like, I will not watch any basketball even this weekend.
Yeah.
I have like, I'll follow it, but I'm not like, hey, I'm going to watch some games. That's just not.
My favorite part about March Madness are these first 4 days, because there's games on where, okay, I'm good. That one, I'm going to switch over to this one. And I really only like to watch the second halves, because that's really when it gets, important.
The only game I would watch would be the Ohio State game, and that's going to take place probably while I'm at work. So
yeah, it starts at 12:15.
Like, I have a job,
and they're going to get beat by Loyola Chicago. So.
Yeah, well, they got that nun that
Yeah, it sucks that God's on their side. So how do they lose?
Is it? Are we sure it's God?
I don't know.
I think maybe she sold her soul. I mean, they made some runs that they shouldn't be making. Isn't that funny? I've how in one season, because it's always Loyola Marymount.
Yeah.
Making runs. Chicago does it one time, and now it's like they're the Loyola.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Marymount, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what is it? Sister Jean?
Sister Jean. I saw a tweet today. Find it very wild. She is older than the shoe.
Yeah, she's like 100 and what? Like,
I don't know. Too old.
Yeah, I don't know when the shoe opened.
Yeah.
Like 1920? I mean, I don't know.
I know she was alive. I don't know.
She saw it.
She saw it open. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's weird.
How old is she?
I don't know.
Damn.
She's too fucking old.
You're old. You can't do anything. You're too old. You always hear everybody say, well, she's 110 or whatever. Like,
yeah.
She might be.
She might be 110.
But I just always assume people are fucking around.
Yeah, I just...
Why? For some reason, when they made their last run, I thought she was already 100.
She might be. She's 102.
Yeah.
That's way too old. Like, no offense to her, but she needs to die.
Yeah, breathing up all this oxygen. We don't have a lot left.
No, we don't. Only so
people
much
on this planet anyways.
I mean, I'm not one of the people that find old people cute. Like, my wife thinks, like, I'm like, this is gross. Like, look at the shit in the corners of their mouth. Like, I don't like old people very much. I like my old people, like my grandparents I like, but...
My old people.
I don't like other people's old people.
Yeah. Unless they're funny.
Yeah.
I don't think she is.
She can't
like
be.
Her sense of humor is
bad.
Not
bad. She has a dark sense of humor, I feel like. She likes to watch people fall down the stairs.
I think she likes to push people down the stairs.
I don't know if she would live if she laughed really hard. She may pop something.
Hey, she beat COVID.
She did.
So.
Yeah. Man, for her, I think they put her in like a bubble. We
that
have
would
to
be the
save
thing
Sister
of like,
Jean.
Wouldn't it be? It'd be such a weird thing, like if they went on and won a national championship, and like the buzzer went off, and she's like, and it died.
Killed her. I mean, that's the way to go out, like a champion.
Yeah, but she didn't play.
Nah, but she helped.
Not on the team.
She helped. She's their mascot.
Is she?
I think she is. She's the Loyola
jeans.
It's a pair of pants. That's a
sister, mother.
Damn.
But yeah, that would be the. I don't even think about watching basketball. I just don't. I mean,
I know what you mean.
Speaking of assholes.
Okay.
Get off the Gene subject here for a second. Fuck Luke, man.
No. He would like you to not shit on him because he is winning in golf now and didn't win in
I'm going to say that.
Okay.
But this is more of a fuck him because I was there.
I know,
and ready to go.
I know.
No, I honestly came over here because I wanted to talk about him.
I think he said public apology, but I said public's a bit of a stretch.
Hey, these people in Germany are going to fucking, if he ever goes there, they're going to know who he is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, I've never.
Yeah, never physically
met the guy.
Yeah.
But, watching it which it was such a, when you had to text me last night about getting in this week's.
Yeah.
it was kind of one of those things because last week's so fucked up going into Monday. Like I kind of lose track of days of like, shit, is it all ready for a... But just watching that of like, people dropping off. And I had a massive fucking lead. But it's hard to tell because they never finished a round in the same day. So it's like, I'm up by like 80.
Yeah.
And then it's flipping on and going,
it's motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I think the only reason he picks Max Homa is because he likes to follow him on Twitter. And I think that's his main reason why he picks him all the time.
Yeah, he's doing like, I don't know what it is. But for some reason, he's
winning,
killing
man.
in golf.
I don't know if he's in money yet this week. I know I am.
Yeah, it's early, though.
I know. I usually fall off.
I shot
your load?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to happen for me again.
You're in fourth.
Yeah, well, I'm always in fourth.
Yeah, you're right. Randy has 9 fourth. Or you could be like my uncle and only goes money or last.
Well, he's terrible.
Literally, it's either first or worst.
I think he has more cashes than I do. Yeah, like in the overall, I mean, I'm there.
Yeah.
Let's go back to total scores here. Just riveting. Total score, top 10, I am fourth.
Yeah, you only have one win.
I finished second.
You have a win?
No.
Okay.
Last week, that's why Luke can go fuck himself. He's leading the whole thing. I'm in fourth, and that second place was my only cash.
Oh, yeah.
Which goes to tell you I just finished fourth all the time. Your fucking uncle is like, he is in last place.
He's got 2 fucking wins.
Yeah, just got 2 wins.
2 first place wins.
And he's in last place by so far.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, he texted me the one day, and I think it was when he won 2 weeks ago. And he's like, he goes, getting ready to cash in again, bitches, or something like that. I'm like, but you're going to get last next week. He goes, yeah, baby. Where's
it doesn't
the first?
matter.
Yeah.
Which, how many times has Luke won?
3.
Andy's cashed some other times.
Yeah.
He's good at the golf, man.
Yep.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Give him his props.
Yeah. I think it's because he doesn't really watch it, so he has to like.
I don't either.
No, I know that, but he'll like, who's going to play well this week, and he'll like look it up and stuff like that. And I think he listens to that the Hammer Don guys, the betting show. I think he listens to that a lot.
They do golf on that. I haven't listened to that for a while.
Yeah, I think they do. I mean, I don't know if they do like every tournament or whatever, but yeah, doing well, man.
Did you say Hammer Don?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Hammer Dan.
Oh, Dan. Whatever.
Not Don.
Could be.
He's whacking fucking Don Knotts with a hammer.
I didn't even know they had it.
I didn't know you could gamble. That might have been more of a goofy.
Yeah.
No, but, Luke, I literally had that thought coming over here of like, I'm going to say good things about Luke today because he is fucking killing it in golf.
Yeah, he is. He is.
But, because basically you're lucky.
Yeah.
All the other people in the league are lucky that Luke won last week.
Yeah.
Because
I know. If you would have I know.
Like 10 fucking minutes of
you.
Oh yeah.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, but I also pick players because I think their name is funny.
I pick Taylor Gooch almost every time he's available.
Give it to the Gooch.
Give it to the old Gooch.
And he did well once.
Yeah. He usually finishes, he usually makes the cut.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I fucked up last week. I can't get on the app at school. Like, the internet blocks it. But I got the update that Matsuyama wasn't playing like 10 minutes before it started, and I couldn't get to LTE to, switch. So I started out with only 5 guys in it last week.
It's going to be tough to, it's pretty tough to overcome.
And then, so the only good part about it, I was like, it sort of kept getting delayed. I'm like, oh, maybe they'll just make everybody make the cut and it'll better my chances. No, then they had the cut, and then I only had like one person make it, so it didn't go well for me.
I had what killed me is I had two guys miss a cut.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that windy, the second day being stupid windy.
Mm-hmm.
Both after whatever 1.5 rounds were like 6 under, top 10, and they both missed the fucking cut of like if they just
negative
shoot
points.
Yeah, if they only shoot 3 over that day,
you're
I win by.
Mm-hmm.
I probably put up 1,000.
Yeah.
But I got fucked.
Yeah. Stupid wind.
All right, Luke. So congratulations. You are phenomenal at picking golfers, pal.
There you go.
You are the best that there is in this group of people that do it. I don't know how you're doing on the. I'd like to know actually if he's putting these lineups in anything else.
I don't know if he is. If he's like it, well, he's won enough where it shouldn't matter. But I'm already spending $5 on this one.
Yeah.
I'm not putting in a $7 one too.
Well, it's like thank God. I mean, because I just had to put money in it last week to get in. Of like, hey, you know,
come on,
this $5 donation a week is
it's getting tough.
I got $17 back. Okay,
makes it a little better.
It doesn't.
No,
but because it's 3 weeks from now, I'm gonna have to. Well, actually, I don't even remember what it is, but it's like wherever I'm at with whatever money I've got in there, like it'll come down to like I'll have $4.90.
Yeah, it's like motherfuckers.
I got to add funds in because I didn't have the 10 cents to get this.
Yeah.
All right, but you know what? Yeah, good job, Luke. 6 months from now, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I won't win, but somebody else will. And we're probably going to expand it.
Yeah, and
so it's going to be tougher.
It's not us. We're not the winners. Not the winners. Not even a little. So, yeah, I didn't shit on him. No,
I
you didn't.
say anything. I mean, no. He understands the fuck you he got.
Yeah, no, he understands.
Just because I'm a sore loser.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I
like to win.
Nobody likes to lose. At least I hope not.
I bet some people do.
Yeah.
People that like dominatrixes and stuff. Like the
losers.
Well, I mean, to lose something.
Yeah. Dignity.
Yeah. If they had any.
It's gone.
It's like massive CEOs that like
you
to
never
have
see fat people do
on.
that.
You don't see fat people do a lot of things, pal.
Got me there.
I mean,
imagine.
You don't see any fat guys in the
NBA. Can I get a gimp suit for a 400-pounder?
Yeah.
Sorry, sir. We don't have that much leather.
I'm just gonna have to upcharge you.
I need a nose hole too because I won't be able to breathe very well. The mouth. I need a both. I need 2 breathing holes.
Oh God. Yeah, it's you don't need a quadruple X.
Oh,
I did see, just thinking of something, being tight.
Mm-hmm.
The gas station, today actually, and girl wearing yoga pants, tights, whatever, wasn't bad looking, wasn't great looking, wasn't bad looking.
Yeah,
but they were loose. Like they weren't.
That's weird.
They weren't baggy. But they also weren't tight. They're like at that in between of like different, because this is way worse than just wearing fucking sweatpants.
Yeah,
I mean, this is like it makes it look dumpy and it's like
like a grocery bag full of water.
And it wasn't like they were black. They were like a lime green of like okay, the flamboyant cut, like you're drawing attention to leggings that are not tight.
Yeah.
You can get your life together.
Yeah.
And I don't know what her problems were. I'm sure she had some.
Yeah.
But, get it together.
Should get it together. Good.
And I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Breaking any locks this week?
I did not. I did not break any locks this week.
Vandalize anybody's property?
No, I did not. I showed my face back up to the place, the next day.
Anybody say anything?
Nope, nobody said anything. Same guy was in there too.
Forgot.
Yeah, I'm sure they did too. They got a lot of other shit going on. But it's a completely different lock now. So you can definitely tell which one I broke.
Good thing is you're like a basic white guy with a beard.
Yeah.
You blend in.
Yeah.
I mean.
But it depends. I mean, I go in there quite often. So it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, there's the guy who broke the lock.
That's I started going to a different gas station in the mornings because it's like I'm a child and I have to gear up.
Yeah.
You know? Like every day.
Yeah.
Every fucking day. I'm like, can't you just be an adult and buy extra shit at the house and you just take it with you to work?
Yeah, nope, can't do it.
Nope. I need to stop every day.
Yeah.
And the different one, it's always just what they call you, Guy.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, Guy. Hey, Guy.
It's like I know you're going to be in here a lot, but not a lot enough to know your name.
Still my favorite one happened at Lost Creek. I was in the pro shop, George, working there. This doctor, been a member there 20 years.
Yeah.
Walks in, hey, Randy. And then turns and goes, hey, Guy, to George. And George, it's like, they talk to each other almost every day. The guy plays every day. I mean, he just goes, hey, Guy.
Yeah.
Like, that is such, and I thought it was funny as shit. George didn't understand what was happening. Yeah. But I have been in that guy's position where there's somebody I've known of going like, I am blanking on your name, and we talk multiple times per week.
Yep.
Of like, I don't know what your name is.
So when I was doing I had one of the leagues when I was working the pro shop, and I wasn't Guy, I was the big guy. Like, they didn't know my name, but, I'm larger than all of the old men that golf in the league because they're in their 70s. Hey, what's up, big man or big guy? What's going on? How's it going? Give me a key. Okay. Sorry. Good talk.
Well, see, that's the problem. Like, I don't find it offensive being called a big guy.
Yeah.
It just is like, you're not very creative.
No. Nope.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, Lobcock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's even that. It's just how I'm described all the time. Yeah, that big guy in there. Yeah, I'm sure that the manager knows who the hell they're talking about when they describe me.
Yeah. It's always just sexy. That's what everybody, I mean.
Yeah, he's in there.
Fucking annoying.
Hey, where's sexy at? He's probably in the maintenance building.
Oh, then that's big sexy. Hey, big sexy.
God.
I don't think I told you about the guys I work with or works for me. I don't know how it works, but most of them work for me.
Yeah.
I guess technically. But he texted me and he used voice to text.
Yeah.
Also not from this country.
Yeah.
So
it's
he's got a bit of an accent.
Uh-huh.
And the text was like, hey man, I'm not going to make it in today. Well, I didn't catch it. And it says, Iron Man, I'm not going to make it in today. I'm like, are you? And it's like, it's like it's like 4:30 in the morning. I'm like,
did he call me a nickname?
Is he calling me a superhero, or is it like, is he a fan of baseball like Iron Man because I show up to work every day?
Yeah.
Of like, is this a Cal Ripken thing? I'm like for a day, I'm like, what the fuck? And obviously, I don't respond to text if they don't need a response. But it was like the next day, I was like, hey, did you call me Iron Man? He's like, what? And I showed it to him. He goes, oh, no, I said, hey, man. It's like, well, I'm kind of depressed now.
Yeah, I wanted to be called Iron Man.
I wanted to be called Iron Man. I did, but it was a good 5 minutes. I was kind of sitting on the corner of my bed going, the fuck is that about? Like, we haven't had a talk of anything where this would have came up. But, I'm with it.
Yeah, no, I get it. I like it.
Iron Man.
I'm all for it.
I'm good.
Yeah, I like it.
But,
That's funny.
It was not meant to be.
Nope, you're not Iron Man.
Yeah. All right. Well, we getting about the end of it?
Yeah.
Feels like that.
Yeah, it feels nice.
All right. Well, let's get on out of here. Luke, you're a piece of shit.
Whiteside!